Hey everyone, happy to see you guys. I hope you all doing very well. Thank you so much for your responses and feedback and comments. It has been going so well, and today I would like to share a few more insights with you about some traps that sometimes we fall into in a relationship and we suffer and sometimes blame others because we aren't feeling well. And that's inspired by my recent session with somebody and also by a few letters I just recently got. And of course, I'm living life and facing some of the situations myself, either in the past or maybe currently. So I want to say that I'm not, um, I don't consider myself know it all, of course. I am growing with everybody else and learning. So this situation comes where sometimes we are invested in the other person and we give, and it seems like we don't get much in return. And we still keep on giving. And before we know it, we find ourselves in pain, we feel betrayed, and basically we blame other person that they did not answer us the way we think they're supposed to answer or respond. And I just want to say it's a big trap because nobody owes us anything. If we want to make something beautiful for somebody, if we are emotionally investing in somebody, or spending time, or other kinds of investments, maybe some of you guys, you were all over the place about the gifts. Maybe you bought some gifts to a person, or you purchased some trips, or whatever you've done. But I'm mostly talking right now about real relationship where emotional attachment and feelings involved. That's the topic. So we have all that, and we aren't receiving much in return. But what we are forgetting is that this was our choice. We totally forgetting that nobody asked us to give our feelings, to open our heart. That is our choice. It's the same thing if I will do something for you without asking anything, and then I'll give you a bill for my service. It's a similar situation with our feelings. If we felt for somebody, if we chose to share our heart and give them our all, then we should be fine, whether they accept it or not. I just had a session with somebody and we talked about it, and this man was really hurt and frustrated and angry, and now he closed up from the whole world because the lady he really admired and loved did not quite respond him. But the interesting thing is that she was honest to begin with. She told him on many occasions that she likes him and she appreciates him, but she isn't in love with him. But he still chose to support her. He was maybe kind of her best friend, and he was hoping that she would fall in love with him. And sometimes things happens like that, but in this case it didn't. So he was all upset about how things are, and he would say that she wouldn't even return my call or answer me sometimes for days, and so on and so forth. And guys, that is such a big trap, and women suffer from this, and guys too. We get what we get. If you see that you aren't getting the response you want, you have a choice to keep doing that or move on. Nobody is responsible for how you feel. How you feel, how I feel. This is my responsibility, and I cannot put it on anybody else, even though I would love to. It would be fun. But that's something that we choose to do. Our thing, it's just how it is. You know, we have to accept that. If you aren't happy with the way the person behave, respond, you have a chance to move on. It's not their fault that you know, lost your mind or, you know, fell in love with them. They didn't do it on purpose. You know, sometimes we have love that happens and it's one-sided. You know, it's not anyone's fault. You know, be grateful that your heart expanded. Be grateful that your heart is able to feel those powerful emotions. You know how many people actually never felt love, never felt that exhilarating feeling. So be happy that that person encouraged you. Probably if you fall in love, that person inspired you to be better, inspired you to discover your talents, just inspired you in all the ways. So instead of blame, be grateful and turn into that incredible man that you were becoming while you were in love. Because again, what happens when we fall in love? We feel excited, we feel happy, we feel great about ourselves, we love the way we look, we have this wild, strong energy to get better at everything. We have like high level of energy, we are smiley, we are sparkly. So be that person. So that person basically reconnected you with who you are. And now when they aren't there, you feel bad because you can't go to that state by yourself, so you blame them for not being there. And isn't that your responsibility to get yourself in a state, in that wonderful state? You can't count on somebody, you know, be a full subject of attention of somebody. Even if you are in a relationship, there are gonna be days when that person not gonna shine their light on you. So what you gonna do? You're gonna be in a bad mood? It's kind of a little bit of maybe esoteric or spiritual aspect of it, but think about it. It makes sense from a psychological side as well. So first of all, if you don't like the way somebody treating you, move on. Second of all, don't lose your spark. Use that accident or pain or situation to rise up. Think about your high days, your beautiful days. How did you felt? What did you do? How did you act? You know, how were you making your coffee when you were in love? You were singing, you were, you know, having some music and dancing and everything shine. So do coffee like that. Act as if it's happening and train yourself to be in that state of high vibration, like high energy, and see what happens. You, first of all, you owe this to yourself. You really do. And then guess what kind of people you're gonna attract when you are in that high state. The worst possible things that anybody can do is closed up, start chewing that mental gum, you know, chewing gum of she said, who said, he said, I did, you know, all the stuff that happened, go over and over and over again, all those things, and closed up from everything that's coming your way, and become depressed and unattractive, even to, to anybody and to yourself. Everything we do in our life is our choice. If we choose learn from our experiences, from our pain, from this contrast feelings of being in love and then being hit, you know, feeling like the train just ran over you. We all been there. But what we can learn from it, what we can appreciate about it, and how we can use that experience to rise up even higher than you ever were. You're never the same before and after something powerful happens like that. You grow to more powerful, more vibrant human if you choose to. So, I like this topic. But I hope, guys, that it does make some sense to you, because we all have our weaknesses. When we like somebody, our defenses going down, we feel so much joy from just a thought of that person existing. And it's very easy to get addicted emotionally and only feel happy when they are responding. But we have the power to go to that state and to practice it and to feel it and to become that person, because it's you who became vibrant and fun and feeling wonderful and showing all your colors, all your brightness. It's you who became that. It's not the other person. You think that it's the other person maybe inspired that, but this is who you really are. When you are in love and you have this wonderful personality, that's who you capable of being, and that's who you really are. So don't lose that, and choose wisely. Do not ever ask anybody for something you gave them with love in return. If the person was meant to be for you, they will respond to you and it will be mutual and beautiful. If they are not, use it as an experience, use it as another way to grow and to become that person that you were always meant to be. Thank you.